What is going on, guys, and how's it going? Welcome back to our Stanley Cup winning Toronto Maple Leafs franchise here in BAGM mode. If you guys missed the last video, I just spoiled it for you, but we won the Stanley Cup. We swept the Nashville Predators, got our brooms out, and we handled them with ease in 4 games to win our first Stanley Cup since 1967. My mom wasn't even born yet. My dad was just being born. That's crazy. It's nuts. I mean, that's a ridiculous amount of time that Toronto did not have a Stanley Cup, and now we have another ring, and I'm so happy that it was with this, and you guys helped me a lot, obviously, my assistant GMs. It's not just me, I'm just the guy that pushes the buttons. You guys are the brains behind the operation. So, we're back now after our Stanley Cup hangover. You know, we've been partying lots. I have a question for you guys, though. It's kind of off topic here, but if you won the Stanley Cup, say you played in the NHL, who knows, maybe one of you will one day, but if you won the Stanley Cup, what would you do with your day? Like, every player gets one day with the Stanley Cup. I don't know, I'm just curious. Since we won the Cup, and I kind of want to know what you guys would do if you won the Stanley Cup. So drop it in the comments. I'd probably bring it back to my childhood hockey arena where it all started and bring it all, have all my coaches there and all my friends and family. I think that'd be kind of cool. Maybe put it on a boat, have a little lake day as well. But that's what I would do, and let me know what you guys would do in the comments. But back to work now. We got our suits back on. We're back in the GM office in Toronto, and there's a comment that I would like to share here from one of you guys, one of the assistant GMs from Matty Pong. He basically just says that drafting is so vital and so important, and I haven't really been paying attention to it, and I definitely agree. NHL 15, the whole drafting thing was quite a bit of a change for me. You can find like 70 overall players in like the 4th round. So as you can see here, we have a bunch of points to spend. I'm going to boost up our amateur scout, the highest that we can, and I'm going to upgrade our pro scout and as well as our assistant coach a little bit here. So that's what I'm going to do, because obviously that will make us have better drafting and better everything for the future. And we're going to take a look here at the statistics. So Eastern Conference Final last year, Stanley Cup this year. It has been a great 2 years here in Toronto, and we're going to try to continue that from here on out. So now we are going to head into the draft and do a whole re-sign thing and go to the start of next year. So this re-sign year, we have to re-sign Colin Greening, Matt Fratt, and I'm just looking at players that are going to make the team. Holland, Austin Watson is going to be someone who we're definitely going to re-sign. Kucherov as well. We're going to try to lock him up for like 5 or 6 years. I think Morgan Riley's contract's up this year. Stuart Percy, Keegan Lowe, Tyler Biggs. Those are 3 guys we're going to make the squad as well. Yeah, Morgan Riley, 87 overall. He's got a huge jump. So that's another player that we got to re-sign. And then goaltender-wise, we got to go Sparks, Subban, and Makarov here. So 3 tendies who we got to, that was just my phone going off. 3 tendies who we have to give a contract to here. I can't look at the prospects for the prospect game. I didn't have my pro scout upgraded, so that was my bad here. We're kind of going into the draft without knowing what players are really available. Obviously, we're going to have like the 29th, the 20th, or the 30th overall pick, so we don't think we're going to get a top 5 player like one of these guys. Maxim Zubov, it's a great name, from Kazakhstan, top 10 player. Take a look at him. Heaps, he's 4.5 green star, but I scouted the WHL really good, like Tyler Benson, this Henderson guy. I don't think we're going to be moving up that much unless we trade Joffrey Lupul, which is another thing I want to talk about, because Joffrey Lupul, obviously he's going to go down. He's already went down, and you could say, there's tons of comments saying, keep Lupul, put him as the captain. He gave you guys such an amazing year and amazing playoffs. Yes, the dude's been awesome. There's no denying that at all. Joffrey Lupul, point-a-game player in the playoffs, almost a point-a-game player for 2 years in a row. He's been the crucial part of that second line, and that's great. I've loved what Lupul's done. He's been a beast, no questions asked. You can't take that away from him. But he's 86 overall. He's going to continue to decline. I wouldn't be surprised at the start of the year he gets to 85, 84. He's going to start to decline here. He's already went down 1 overall at an 86. I like Joffrey Lupul. I do. It's not that I don't. It's that his trade value is at the highest it's going to be right now. And in real life, Elise will probably keep Joffrey Lupul, probably make him a captain, probably give him a nice retirement contract, and he would retire as a Maple Leaf and get his jersey. That would probably happen in real life, but it's a video game. His trade value is at a very high peak right now. We're gonna have to trade Joffrey Lupul, and that's just it. I've already mentioned everything why. If we keep him, he's gonna continually go down. If we go get a younger player, not necessarily a better player right now. I don't want like an 88 or an 89 overall player. I kind of want to get a younger prospect, and we could be losing out this year getting a not quite as good as a player as Joffrey Lupul, but in 2 or 3 years we're definitely going to be in the green. I'm definitely going to be winning that trade, because this player who I'm thinking about going after is going to get really good. You guys have told me to go get this guy a ton of times, and I will go after him right now. So we actually have one trade offer from Tampa Bay, and this is Nail Yakupov for Sinston and Bulljuice. Dmitry Sinston, what's he looking like? He is 74 overall, two-way defenseman. I like that. 3.5 stars. Really good skating on him. He was a second-round pick in 2015. He could be someone who we could definitely go after. I don't think we're going to get anything for Yakupov. The thing is with Yak is that we signed him to that really long contract, and something that I wasn't aware of, if you sign someone for 8 years at $2 million, it halts their progression or something like that. I don't really know how the whole thing works. I was watching 2BC and he kind of explained it, but if any of you guys can explain it, that would really help me out. Honestly, I think Yakupov is a lost cause. He's too good to be playing on the third line, and we have too many good wingers. As you can see here, like we have Kessel, we have JVR, we have Nylander coming up. We're going to get rid of Lupul. We have Sprong coming up. We have a lot. We have Kucherov going to play the second line minutes. He's proved that he can get the second line time, and I mean, Yak's too good. We just have no room for him, and we're going to have to move him. So what's this guy looking like? He's only 2.5 stars. Dylan Bulljuice, I don't know how to pronounce that guy's name. Well, I like this Sinston guy. The thing is about Yak is we're really not going to get anything back unless we package them both up for a player, Yakupov and Lupul, that is. So I want to go after a player in which you guys were talking about just an insane amount, which is Johnny Hockey. Johnny Gaudreau, you guys really, really want me to pick this guy up, and that's not a bad idea. He's 22 years old, 72 points in his rookie year, 30 goals, 83 overall. I'm guessing he's going to get to like a 85, maybe a 86 this year, 84 at the bare minimum. He will not stay he will not stay at 83. Look at that green star, 4 green stars. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. He's really, really small though, 5'8", 169, but that's okay. We're gonna put him with some good line mates here, and he's gonna be alright on our squad. So let's go ahead and let's say goodbye to Joffrey Lupul. He's been awesome. Don't get me wrong. He's been great, but it's time to say goodbye. So if we could get maybe a bag of pucks for Nail Yakupov, and he's got a little bit of trade value. The thing is though, we have Tyler Biggs coming up, and I'm hoping that he gets a big jump for next year, or even Leovo, or however you pronounce his last name. Tyler Biggs is a 77 overall, 23-year-old. He's got the 3.5 stars. He could definitely be a really good third liner for us. So if he gets up to be like an 80 or an 81 for next year, I'll be happy about that. I'm going to bank on him being our new third liner. But we're going to just make this trade here. We're going to have to get something back, of course, because that basically has it. Can I get like a second? And I don't even know if that's going to go through. Yakupov, that covers that, but that really doesn't cover that. We could try to make this go through, basically get a second for Nail Yakupov, or we could go, you know what, no, we're going to go to Tampa Bay, and we're going to get that prospect defenseman. He's 74 overall. Will this go through? I don't think it's going to. We're going to have to add, like, I'll add a third, maybe Lupul, and a third would go through for Johnny Gaudreau. I mean, I want to get some back. I want to give something up. I don't want to totally own Calgary in this trade. It's a lopsided trade. You're getting a really young player for an aging star. You also get a third-round pick, though. If they don't take this, they should take this. Let's see if this will go through. No, it didn't go through. I felt the emitter blocked quite admirably, but the trade value is a little bit low for us. All right, so I can maybe add like 2/3, maybe like a third from like 2020 or something, just so we can make the trade go through. I'll add. Hold on here. I'll add a third there, and I guess 2/3. 2/3. I mean, you got to give something to get something. I don't want to totally make this a really lopsided trade, but Johnny Gaudreau for Joffrey Lupul, basically, yes, it did go through. Welcome to the Toronto Maple Leafs. Stanley Cup winning Toronto Maple Leafs. You're going to have a great career here, and I'm very excited for you to be a part of this. So, let's see if we can make another move here. I'm going to quickly look around, see if there's any skaters being given away that we could try to get for Yakupov. Ooh, Blake Clark. We get Blake Clark, boys. He's a left wing. That's another prospect winger, though. I don't know if that'll go through. If we can get Blake Clark straight up, he's 4 gold stars. You guys know how much I love this guy, the captain in Anaheim for our Anaheim GM mode. If we can get him back, he's another prospect. I'd rather him than another defenseman. If we could have Clark and we could have Nylander for the future, that could be an amazing tandem. Let's try for that. Yakupov for Blake Clark straight up. Trade value is a little bit lopsided on their part, but they do want to give him up and they want now Yakupov. So let's see if this will go through. Yes, it did go through. So welcome Blake Clark and welcome Johnny Hockey. There we go. So let's go ahead and pick the 30th overall pick. Who are we going to go with? Sebastian Aho. I want to get a defenseman. Zach Branta. He looks like he's really good, actually. I want to get a defenseman, though. That's for sure. Do we go with the Super Swede and Sebastian Aho? He's 20 years old, 5'11", 172. Any tendies available? Nothing I can really see. Yeah, so the draft from here on out, I'm going to really, focus on the draft because you guys were telling me that drafting is so important and it just has to happen. You have to pay attention because you can get some steals in the draft. I didn't really scout Sweden too much. He's only 2.5 red star, but I'm hoping because he's 20 years old, he's a little bit more mature than these other guys. He's going to have a high overall. So Sebastian Aho, welcome to Toronto. Where's that other defenseman going to be picked? Yeah, he was picked by Montreal, like 32nd overall. So that's not too bad. I definitely didn't make a bad move there. It was either one or the others. Hopefully it turned out for us. We have 1 second-round pick here. Who are we going to pick up? Let's see. Let's go here just for potential-wise. I don't want someone in the second round for sure. Liam Dunda, Blake Penner, two-way forward, 20 years old. Who else is there? Sam Harding. He's a center, 19. I wanted to get another defenseman or another winger. Maybe this Sam Harding guy wouldn't be too bad. Second or third round. Yeah, let's go ahead and pick him up. A 19-year-old playmaker. Welcome to Toronto, the Stanley Cup winning Toronto Maple Leafs. I love that. Just has such a good ring to it. It has such a good ring. Yeah, we're gonna be done here. We made our 2 big trades. We traded those 2 players, and I'm happy with the moves that I did make. I think we're gonna be all right here. Stanley Wall. He looks like a 20-year-old sniper. There you go. Welcome to the squad. And let's just go ahead and let the computer draft the rest. I know you can get some steals back here, but I have had some pretty good AI drafting. So we're going to get the resign stage done here. We're going to take a look at our rookies, and then we're going to take a look at the top overall picks, and yeah, we'll get to the start of the regular season here. But before we do that, let's check out our rookies for this year. We're not going to San Jose, we're going to Toronto, and our rookie skaters. Let's see who turned out. So, this guy, no. Okay, so Sebastian Aho is 72 overall. That is awesome. That is a great pickup. That was awesome. So who took? Montreal took the other guy. Let's see how he turned out. That other defenseman that I was looking at. What was his overall like? Just to compare. This guy was okay. So 67 overall. It's basically the exact same player. Just Aho is a little bit higher overall. So I'll take that. It's not a bad move. I went with my gut, and it was definitely the right move to make. One of the rookies turned out to be really awesome. Stanley Wall's 3.5 stars. Sam Harding's 3.5 gold. That's what I like. King's 3.5 gold. 66 overall already on that guy. Who else we got? Any more rookies back here? Chris Coboom. Those are all 3-star players. Probably won't be anything for our squad, and that's it. Did the computer draft any tendies? Any goaltenders? No. Looks like he didn't even draft any goalies in the draft. So what I'm going to do here, we have a couple players to re-sign. I'm going to speed up the re-sign stage, so you guys know I like to do that because it just saves time. We're already at about 20 minutes here. So let's go. This video might be a longer one, but we got to get a lot of stuff done. We have to name a captain in this episode. We got to do a lot here. So let's go. All right, so Colin Green, we definitely give a contract to. He's going to be a good third liner for us. We'll give you 1.8 for 2 years. A good deal for you. Nicholson can go bye-bye. I'm not going to use him at all. Fratton's a good depth player. If not, make the fourth line. Probably be a HL minor guy till the playoffs. Jason Bowman, yeah, we can contract to you. He's good. He's good for the minors. Cozen, we're going to tender qualifying too. McWilliam, we're going to say goodbye to. I'm not going to use him. Cozen's still 26, so there still potentially could jump, but I don't really know. Kenny Ryan, Beer Boys free agency as well. Peter Holland, definitely going to get a contract. Hopefully, okay, only wow, he actually wants a 2-way deal. He had like 30 points last year, so he could ask for a lot more money. I definitely would have handed it to him. But Austin Watson, for sure, we're going to give a contract to. He could be a third or fourth liner for the future. Carrick is going to say goodbye. Get out of here, Sam Carrick. Who else is there? Brad Ross. All these players are getting rid of here. Clearing house. We're clearing house. All right, Johnny Gaudreau. He's going to want 2 years. Yeah, so his contract jumps right up. Let's give him what he wants. Let's give him 2 years at $2 million. Let's give you a bridge contract. We'll go 3 years at $2.2 million. How about that? $2.2 million for 3 years. You can prove yourself in the next 3 years in the white and blue, and then we can see if you're going to be a key part of this team going forward here. Who else is there? Kucherov got to resign as well. He wants 2 years. I'll give you 3 at 1.6. There you go, Kuchi. I'm not too sure about Kucherov. We'll talk about that after. But Tyler Biggs have a contract. He wants a 2-way deal. I'm happy with that. He's already listed as a fourth liner, which is good news for us. Leovo, I don't want to release you. No, I want to give a contract to you. You're good. $0.8 million. There you go. Stuart Percy is going to be a huge part of the free agent. What am I talking about? He's going to be a big part of, I'm not going to let him go to free agency. He's going to be a big part of our squad. Johnson, tender qualifying too. Morgan Riley, this is the guy's going to want a lot of money. Yeah, oh wow. If we sign for 8 years, that's 6.9, which is a lot of money to pay. If we get you for 4 years at 5.1, that's pretty good. That's a pretty good contract. Hoping he gets a really big jump for this year. Sebastian Ayo, give a contract to, and I'll leave the rest of the rookies. So I want to have some space for free agents as well. And then Ricky Goalie is going to be Malcolm Subban. We got to give a contract to. What's he get? His contract jumps right up. So let's give him 2 years, give him 3 years at $1.995 million. You can prove yourself, and then maybe be a starting goalie of this franchise once Jonathan Bernier is long gone. So one more player, Andrei Makarov, and we have Palinka. We're going to re-sign as well, and that is the re-sign stage done. Whew, we got that done in basically no time. But a couple things here if you didn't hear me when my voice was all sped up. Tyler Biggs, he's already listed as a fourth liner, so I'm hoping he gets a jump for this year because I'm banking on him taking over Nail Yakupov's spot. So that's nice. But let's see if we can get these players for what we want. We have $18 million in cap. I think I got everyone to a pretty fair contract. Let's see if they agree with us. All right, so Johnny Gaudreau is back, Colin Greening's back, Kucherov's back, all of these guys. Yeah, Morgan Riley's back, Austin Watson, all of these guys. Everyone's back. Thank you very much. I will take that. Perfect. We have 40 players under contract here. If there's any studs in free agency, any stud rookies or any stud prospects, so definitely go pick that up. But I think we're going to be good. It's going to be obviously JVR Kadri, and then it's going to be Gaudreau, Bozak, the Conn Smythe winning Bozak. Okay, Cozen, this guy. Bozak. I'll just go into the contracts, then I'll show you guys here. It's a lot easier than me just trying to go over it. Keegan Lowe's back. That's fine. All right, so let's see, GM options, contracts. So obviously our first line that's going to not be touched at all. JVR Kessel, Kadri, 88, 88, 91, that's ridiculous. And Bozak, Kucherov, Gaudreau, and then Santorelli, Greening, and Tyler Biggs. Then the fourth line will be my Eric Condredont, Peter Holland, and maybe Matt Fratton or Leovo, one of the two. And Nylander's 77 overall. He's not going to be ready this year. Next year though, William Nylander will be wearing a Toronto Maple Leafs sweater, don't you guys worry. And then goaltenders, obviously, still going to rock with the 89 overall Bernie Mac, who we have to an excellent contract, and then Malcolm Subban as the backup. We got to remember, though, we got to give Malcolm Subban a decent amount of starts, because it's not like he's a backup goalie, 82 overall. He's going to be like 89, 90 plus. We got to treat him like a starting goalie. We have 1A and 1B here with Bernier and Subban, but Danny Heatley, we could bring the All-Star to Toronto. No, I don't really want to do that. I don't think there's really going to be any. We could sign a fourth liner. I'm thinking here, it's going to be my Eric Condredont, and then it's going to be Peter Holland. We don't really have a fourth liner. We could get Raffi Torres. We need some grit on this squad. It's going to be Raffi or Steve Ott. I don't really want to go after Steve Ott. Versteeg's too good to play on the fourth line. We could get Heater for the fourth line, but he's not really a fourth line player. That wouldn't be very fair. Justin Fontaine, he's a sniper. No, let's get Raffi Torres for the fourth line. We need some grit. We won the cup last year. We'll give you 1.3 for 2 years. That's a good contract for you, Raffi. I'm a Raffi Torres fan. I like Raffi. We'll give Raffi Torres that contract. Danny Crystal will give a contract to as well. 26 years old, 77 overall. Colton Tubert, we already had him. Braden Lemieux is 20 years old and he's in the free agency. I will take that. He was who's he drafted by? Yeah, Buffalo, basically in the first round. He's a 31st overall pick. Ben Thomas, all of these guys, all of these studs, I will take advantage of that. Luke Adams, no, not going to happen. Braden Point, 70 overall, 20-year-old, I'll take that for sure. Eric Cornell, all these guys, all these second-round picks. I'm just, why did Buffalo not sign these players? That's just ridiculous. Any goalies available? If not, we'll just jump right into, okay, for now, actually, Mason McDonald, it could be someone we could pick up. McDonald or Fournier? I'm going to go with the guy with the gold stars, maybe for some trading asset or whatnot, but we're going to be done here. We're going to go to the start of the next year, and we're going to name our captain and end off this video. I know it's been a long one, but we had to get a lot of stuff done. So Mason McDonald's back, or sorry, he decided to sign. Ben Thomas decided to sign as well. Torres did as well. Danny Cristo, Lemieux said no. Oh, Cornell said no. Oh, all of these guys said no. Ouch, rough. That hurts, guys. You don't want to come to a Stanley Cup winning team. I will never understand the reasoning to that. But we're going to hop into the start of the year, name our captain, see what our lines are looking like, and I'm going to end this video off. I almost can't believe that you've been the GM here for 3 years with the Toronto Maple Leafs. This is your last year of your current contract. I'll be paying special attention this year to how you do, or to how you do this year, and decide whether I will offer you a renewal. I expect 39 wins from you this year. Buddy, I gave you a Stanley Cup. We gave you a Stanley Cup. We're definitely gonna get a contract for sure. Let's go start in Sweden, and we'll move our way to the OHL and the WHL and whatnot. So let's see here for the lines. How is it gonna look? Okay, no, stuff is not right here. Stuff is not right. Before I do this, I want to get everyone in their correct position. Look at that, Tyler Biggs, 82. I was right. I was right about that. He had a big jump, and it definitely worked out for us. Okay, so let's bring up Tyler Biggs for sure. Let's bring up Holland, and I think that's it. Yeah, we can send down Komarov, send down Nylander, and Matt Finn is probably going to be on the squad this year. So here are your lines for year 3 of the Toronto Maple Leafs. We have 88 JVR, 88 Kadri, and 91 Kessel. It's looking really, really sick there. And then 85 overall Johnny Gaudreau. I told you guys he would definitely progress to an 85. I was hoping for like an 86, but that will definitely come. That's awesome. Tyler Bozak is still staying the exact same. Conn Smythe winning Tyler Bozak. Nikita Kucherov, that's not bad. Nikita Kucherov, he's not getting better. I don't really know why. He had 54 points last year, 25 goals. He had power play time, but I'm still banking on Kucherov becoming a really good player. He's still young, he's only 23. So, and then Biggs, Santorelli, Greening, I love that line. And then my Eric Condra don't. We got Peter Holland, and then Raffi Torres. And then, holy crap, 89 overall Morgan Riley. Wow, 22 years old, 89 overall. This guy is a leader already. 89, leading this defensive core, leading our team. Oh, wow, that is awesome. And then Jake Gardner got a boost to an 87 as well. Justin Falk, 86, Franzen, Gormley, and then Matt Finn. And obviously in the goal, ooh, he's 87 now. We have not a goaltending controversy. I'm not going to call it that. We have 2 starting goalies, and it's not a bad thing at all. We're definitely going to give Subban a decent amount of starts. Like, my number for Malcolm Subban this year is 30 starts. I want to give him that. I want to give him a lot of ice, but I still want to play Jonathan Bernier. So that's my lookout for this year. And then in the Marlies this year, it's going to be William Nylander, Austin Watson, Matt Fratton. Where is my boy? Where is he? Blake Clark, why are you scratched? He's 73 now. We'll definitely slot you in the lineup somewhere. I'll get rid of this Connor Brown guy, and then I will give Blake Clark the third line minutes there with Gauthier. No, actually, we're going to put Komarov down there. So it's going to be William Nylander's a 79 now, Austin Watson, Matt Fratton, Christo, Gauthier, Bowman, Clark, Komarov, Liovo, Johnson, Rupert, and Duco there. And then oh wow, Stuart Percy's a 78 now. Keegan Lowe is a 78. Sebastian Ayo is a 74 now, so he got a really nice jump. And then Zachary Ewan, Ben Thomas, and Halbert. And in the goalies, we got Andrei Makarov and Palinka there. So penalty kill, I gotta go ahead and put Blake Clark there. So that's fine. I'm happy with the way things are looking. We gotta name our captain here. I put a lot of thought into this. I know this video is really long, I apologize, but we gotta name a captain here. And my thought was, we need a young leader. We could give it to Kessel, and yeah, that would be great because Kessel is an amazing player and whatever. But you know what? I'm thinking we need to start young. I think that Kessel's a leader on the ice. You know, me being the GM, I'm down in the room a lot, and I don't hear Kessel talking. I don't hear him giving those speeches. You know who I hear? I hear Morgan Riley, the 89 overall sensation. We're going to give him the captaincy and give Kessel a assistant captain. I feel like Morgan Riley is a vocal leader, and he is going to be the leader on this squad for many years to come. Morgan Riley, slapping the C on your sweater. Welcome to captainhood with tons of other young captains in the NHL. Gabriel Landeskog, John Tavares, all of those young captains. Morgan Riley is now a member of that club. That is a smart move. I believe making Morgan Riley the captain is going to do nothing but make people have more respect for how good he is. I've seen you guys say in comments saying, oh my god, he led my league in scoring. He had 98 points as a defenseman, and that could definitely happen. So we're going to end it off here. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the episode. I know it's a little bit longer. I apologize, but we had to get a lot of stuff done. I think the trade I made was, we can go check out Lupul here. I know this video is going to be crazy long. View lines, let's go to Calgary really quick. Calgary, and he's probably still 86 overall. Yeah, he's still 86 overall. So, I mean, what are you going to do? I've already had my whole spiel about the Joffrey Lupul thing. I'm happy with Johnny Gaudreau. Here are your lines for the upcoming year. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.